Welcome, traveler. I am Kingdom Cody, and this is Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. Now, this is a game where it takes place in solar systems, entire solar systems, between the three factions: the TEC, the Advent, and the Vasari. Now, TEC, the Trader Emergency Coalition, was originally created to deal with the Vasari threat, but utilizing their economic power, the TEC have managed to survive by being industrious and adaptive. Now, I've played the other expansions except for Diplomacy, and this is a new thing. Rebellion includes the Loyalists and the Rebels for each of the factions. Now, there are the Loyalists. I'm not going to read each of them, but what I will do is I'll leave enough time for you to read them. I'm pretty sure this is enough time for you to pause and read what these are. The Advent. The Advent are a highly advanced civilization that rely heavily on spiritual, physical, psychic, and cybernetic technologies. Long ago, they were outcast by the Trade Order and so seek to destroy the TEC. Vasari, a once mighty empire of countless worlds, the Vasari have been traveling for 10,000 years to escape some unknown terror. Now in trader space, they've been embroiling in a long war. Now, I know the Vasari the least. I know the TEC the second most, and I know the Advent the most. So let's shake things up. I normally play as the Advent or the TEC. Let's play as the Vasari. Now each one has their own focuses. Like the Vasari are all about movement. They can build phase tunneling, which lets them instantly teleport between worlds and not use the phase lanes. The TEC, well, I'm not really sure what the bonus is, but they get the Novolith cannon, which pretty much lets them nuke a planet from another planet's orbit. In fact, from across the whole galaxy even. Now the Advent are more about their culture, and they have a lot of drones. They don't have fighters, they have anima drones, unmanned drones, and they have a lot of them. In Entrenchment, the one I played, the carrier was overpowered. It had far more anima than any of the other ships, and it showed. It really did show. So let's go with the Vasari. Now, in theme with Rebellion, I am going to choose the Vasari Rebels. Now, as you can see, each of these has their own bonuses. And new to the Rebellion is that they have this thing called a Titan. All I know is that there's some sort of mega unit. Now, Starbase Mobilization adds phase engines to the Orcus Starbase, giving it the ability to phase jump between planets with phase stabilizers. Only one owned starbase may be deployed to a friendly gravity well at a time. So that means our starbases can move. In Entrenchment, they added starbases, and each race had their own thing. Like the TEC could build ships in theirs. The Advent could build a culture. I'll talk more about what all this does when we're in the game. The Vasari could move around. Theirs could move around. So we'll have Starbase Mobilization, which pretty much allows our star bases to jump, which will be very helpful. Phasic Strike. Upon completing a phase jump, your ships and star bases receive a damage bonus for a short duration. That seems really good for assaults. All for one. Your forces gain a combat damage boost proportional to the number of allied empires present in the current gravity well. I guess it's all for like diplomacy. Shared Network allows your allies to utilize your phase gate networks. That will be incredibly helpful considering that it's instant teleportation and the Vasari can see where everybody else is jumping. Friendly jump telemetry. By sharing jump data, phase jumps to friendly gravity wells no longer results in lost antimatter. That is actually very, very good, considering that when you jump, you lose all of your ability power. Like, you can't use any abilities for a short time while you, when you're there. Now, the Crystal Prototype 1 grants access to the Titan Foundry and allows you to begin summoning the Kultorask Titan, a massive warship of immense power. Improvements from the Dark Fleet increases the damage from all pulse beam weapons. That sounds really good, and since we are doing Rebellion, this run we're going to do the Vasari Rebels. Although I kind of miss being able to change the portrait, because I kind of like that one better, but let's do it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll have everybody be on a different team. Should set this all up beforehand, but there we go, 0. Now, game options. Unlock teams. That's right. We want to be able to backstab our allies when we need to. Normal fleet sizes. Pirates, they will play a big part in our diplomacy. Quick start. Let's go with a normal start. Random events. How do you activate that? I guess that's an extra option somewhere. Adds additional dangers and boons to Galaxy. Unexpected devastating events can occur during gameplay. I would really like to have that active, but maybe not this run. I haven't played this game in a long time. Now, I am not going to know anything about these other races. And let's get started. The unbuildable ships and structures will show a small icon in the corner of their disabled buy button. This icon hints that you are missing to build what you are missing to build them. Like research or structures. And this is the Vasari. They look kind of like Protoss, to be honest. And that is not one of their buildings. That's actually a TCE. Is it TEC or TCE? I can never get it right. Okay, here is our solar system. Casta. Let's see. I remember there being a way to rename them, but I don't know how. But before we do anything, we want to get our extractors. We have 3 resources up here. We have credits, which come from taxes or trade. We have metal, which come from metal asteroids. They're used for construction. And we also have crystal, which likewise come from asteroids and are used for construction. Now, one thing I'm going to want is an Imperial lab. Now, since our base is, right here, I'm going to relatively keep it around here. Want a capital ship factory, so we can build capital ships. Now, since we have that queued, we can just queue up not a cruiser, a capital ship. Now, which one do we want? The first one is free, no matter what. Let's see, Devastator. Now let's look at their abilities. I like getting the one with Colonize, because that gives us a really fast way to start getting some real economy up. But it's not that powerful. However, we can just deal with it. Do I want to get the carrier? I'm really partial to carriers, I'm sorry. Oh my word. Let's get the evacuator. That hurt. That really did. Okay, we want to protect these, considering these are our resources. Now, before we do anything, let's get some navigators. 4 should be good.
Structure complete.
Oh, fantastic. Things are getting built. Now, let's talk about research. We have 4 tabs, well, technically 6.
Structure complete.
But we're going to be focusing on these 4 the most. Fleet logistics increases how many...
On the lookout.
Yes, I am well aware that you are the lookout. Now, this up here increases how many capital ships we can have. Down here increases how much unit supply we have, which is shown up here. However, currently we have no upkeep, which is good, but then we have upkeep which will start draining our resources like crystal and metal, which we really don't need. We can only do that later. Now, manipulation. This is our diplomacy tech tree, which we will not be delving into for quite a while. Well, we will have to. But now this is Empire. This will be for all of our technological stuff.
Structure complete.
Okay. Phase jump monitoring. That will be very helpful for staying safe, for one. Okay, this is Terran World. Might get that other one next. Now let's start repairing, keeping this thing. Now, we want our scouts to start harvesting. We want our scouts to start exploring. So what I'm going to do is right-click the Explore icon. And then they'll automatically... There we go. Now they will all automatically just go.
Let me investigate.
There we go. Now let's zoom out, just by scrolling the mouse wheel. Now we can see there are 2 worlds. We are connected to 2 worlds. They can only jump to this world from here or here. However, we don't know anything about these worlds. So we need our scouts to go out and find it. Now we have some civilian infrastructure as shown here, develop planets. We can improve the civilian infrastructure, or we can do the logistics capacity, which improves our capacity to do this. But however, we have no slots available because there are 2 frigate factories for some darn reason.
Structure complete.
When the capital ship factory gets built, we will start getting our first capital ship, which I've queued up here, I believe? Overseer, Forcer. Oh, no, that's the cruisers. I'm used to the TEC, and they look much different than this. Right here's a Titan, but we can't...
Titan factory required.
But like the man said, we can't build one. Jarosol Excavator.
Scouts have
It
discovered
has one
a
there.
colonizable
Oh,
planet.
sweet. Okay, where'd he go? Okay, this is a bit worrying. 3 planets here. Now let's take a look. Nothing much to worry about. Our navigator should be okay. Okay, it looks like this planet is alone. So we're going to send our guy down there first. It's a dwarf planet, industrial wasteland, culture spread rate, -30. If it's orange, it means it's a bad thing. If it's green, that means it's a good thing. Now, metal excavation rate and crystal excavation rate. Yeah, we're definitely going to want that. A lot of this game is managing it. This is the black market, which can also be accessed here. Now, this is the buy price, this is the sell price, or as better represented by right here. This little thing right here is bounty. You can put bounties on people's heads. And the bar right there is until the pirates attack, which, we can check from here by clicking on the pirate tab.
The journey begins.
They're pretty
anew.
weak. I mean, they're not going to be all that tough,
Research
but...
finished.
Whoa, there we go.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
A volcanic planet. We cannot colonize that without having the proper research, which, under Empire, is right here. And now, as you can see, there's this brighter area and this darker area. The brighter area is the area we can actually salvage from, which I'm going to get full terrain lockdown because of how helpful it is. You don't even need to leave this menu here to access the black market, which is really nice. Now this will improve our max population rate on these planets here, on the Terran planets, which are very nice.
Planet development finished.
That's going to get annoying. Okay. Oh yeah, planet development finished now. That means we can build more of these. We can build a media hub, a trade port, a matter processor, refines raw resources from trade ships. Okay, we'll definitely be building one of those eventually, but we'll have to research it, which is way down the way.
A colonizable planet.
Do we have our capital ship? Yes, we do. We're going to get colonized. Now, we have squadrons. Capital ships can have fighter craft. What I like to do is I like to get bombers first. If it were a carrier, it would have 2. Now, we're going to come down here. Last intel, there were 2 fighters here. A siege frigate and a light frigate. Doesn't look... Siege frigates can attack... Siege frigates can attack planets. Not all ships can attack planets. Only certain ones can, like capital ships and siege frigates. Or a Titan. A wormhole. How far can we zoom? Okay, we can't really zoom out, but how far is this? How big is this map? Okay, I guess we haven't really seen that much.
A colonizable planet. Research finished.
Okay, our research is done. Oh, sweet. That means we're going to be getting more taxes. More population, more taxes.
Our ships have left phase space.
Let's put another research facility here. Now, what I'll do is that since this is where the enemies will be coming from to our capital planet, I'll be putting defenses along here, more along here, and some down here. This will be the first target of any fleet to come wipe out the actual base on the planet. When I first started, I put defenses all around the planet and had my defenses wiped out if my ships weren't there. Or unless, it was very piddly squash, or if I had enough fighter bays or, fighter craft hangars. What are they called for these guys? Hangar defenses. Hangar defenses. I don't get why they don't call them hangars. But,
our time is short.
Colonized. Now, if we look up here, we're actually losing money because of it. That's because it's undeveloped. We need to develop the world before it will start giving us taxes. Now, the colonizability on a capital ship Not only does it capture the planet, it has to be uncolonized for one thing. Means that you have to wipe them out. Now another thing you can do, one thing is that it has multiple ranks. Higher rank, better it is. And it will also, higher ranks means it'll also give a free resource. Now it shows that this one here, oh, it doesn't have any. I thought it did have stuff.
Complete.
But I'm gonna build these here. They don't cost any logistics, thankfully.
Research finished.
And now I'll just go ahead and build our extractors, since this area here has an increased extraction
Planet
rate.
development finished.
Okay, have we seen anyone? Like, it looks like we have another... We haven't met him yet, but we do have another Vasari. Who are
Our
you?
fleet has engaged
Are
the
you
enemy.
TEC? This is another Vasari. That's... No, that's TEC. That's TEC. TEC. Oh, there's the Advent. There's another Advent. There's another Advent. Wow. Yeah. Here's me. I have the biggest fleet, most defenses, most credits. Colonization and research are under my belt.
Structure complete.
Okay, we need just a little bit more. So let's sell you, buy you. Okay, sell more. You want to manage the black market a bit, because if this right here is actually a low price, it will never get lower than about 400, but it can spike to about 1,000. So it's just like, when you're low on resources, yeah, sure, you can buy all this, but every time you buy, the price is going up. Like, you know, the price is going up here,
complete.
meaning that the NPCs are also buying, and when it goes down, it means that they're selling.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable
I mean, you can have a
planet.
whole surplus of materials, and then you could just, like, go ham on this, like, selling all your stuff, but it can get really low. I mean, you can push it to where it can go down to, like, 100. Pretty much, it's all player controlled here.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Now, it doesn't actually say that there's anything out here.
Structure complete.
I don't know what the... Now, exploration lets you find artifacts or little bonuses around the world. If there's an artifact, it'll show up on here with a... Like how, like that there. That shows that this is a capital. It'll have something like it, but it won't be the exact same. But now, for right now, I'm going to want some more Imperial Labs. I'm going to hold Shift. Let's scroll out a little bit and put one there.
Our time is short.
Now let's tell the bomber to come in, and let's go over here.
I'll see to it.
Fantastic. You want to centralize your base where your resources are so you don't have to defend so much at once, but they kind of spawned on the opposite ends of the planet. Which, I mean, the gravity well could be larger. It really could be. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, so we have some fortification. Regeneration Bay, which is pretty much repairs. Fortification Specialists. Increases the build rate.
Scouts
okay, this will be really helpful for protecting our homes. Or the homes of our civilians. Let's see, anything else we can do?
Scouts have discovered a colonizable
Interspecies
planet.
relations, xenomanipulation.
Scouts have discovered
Gives
a
the ability to offer
colonizable
missions,
planet.
which can be helpful. Because then essentially you can just sit back, you can trade fleet, manipulating everyone else. Like, you know, I'm not liking this person because he's just a jerk. Oh, look at that. Let's make friends with this person because they're really close by. All the while, I'll just start colonizing these planets here and pretty much keep them hemmed in until, you know, I feel like taking them out.
What would you ask of me?
Yeah, they sound weird. I'm not going to deny it. Now, interspecies relations. Now, I want to get this one because it gives me the emissary. Now, it's not like I want to make friends with everyone. I want to take over the world. I should have put on diplomatic victory. Oh, well. But this will let us put envoys at places and make them happy with us so they're less likely to attack. I don't know if that's how the AI works, but that's how I'm going to work. There are a total of 10 NPCs, me included, on this map. I have found one.
Planet.
Okay, I keep going. Now, our scouts are doing a wonderful job. Oh, we've even found the pirates. If I were to guess, I would say there's about 2 on each side.
Finished.
And there's probably some other solar system somewhere. Actually, no, there's only the one star, so... How much logistics do I have left? Or do we have left on this world? Okay, we're just waiting on credits.
Scouts
That's
have
good.
discovered
That's
a
okay.
colonizable planet.
Let's check on our rates. 11, 4 point. Okay, Empire. Oh, sweet. We can start increasing our resource gathering rate. Resource sublimation. Pretty much, this just makes our resources overall better.
The enemy.
To be honest, these guys are more about economics, considering the fact that their research is kind of clumped together.
Preparing for phase jump.
Now here are the pirates. More than one pirate base. That could be a bit worrying. But this here will pretty much go up. You don't have to just click it to put it on someone else, but you can come here and put it on anyone.
Space.
Now, however, I kind of want to make buddies with this person here for right now, considering we're essentially neighbors. Where are you?
What would you ask?
Okay, I want my bombers out. That's a bit much.
Speak.
Flee for now. Flee for now.
See to it.
Okay, let's get some skirmishers.
Insufficient credits.
Let's get a couple out. Yeah, to help out our capital ship. I'll have a couple. I'll have 4
finished.
total. And of course, we found the red person, or the red person found us.
Reconnaissance reveals that a pirate raid is forming.
Okay, not against us, thankfully. It will never tell you who's putting a bounty on who, but you can make guesses. Especially when it's just 1v1s, where it's just like...
Research finished.
You're essentially just trying to get the pirates to harass the other player more.
Frigate ready.
Okay, well, he's going to scout out all of our operations, and I'm not necessarily happy about that, but what are we going to do about it?
Research finished.
No, I don't want that. I want you. How much for logistics? Because I'm going to put some more research down here, dang it. Because each time reveals a tier. And so it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total to get all the way over here. And that's a lot.
Frigate ready.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's no... These are clumped together, like these two are clumped together, these two are clumped together.
Colonizable planet.
So for this one, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 military research buildings to get to there, and we can also increase the effectiveness of our ships. But right now, I feel like I'm going to be needing a bit more of these. Oh, sweet. Not you. Let's click up here. Let's get an envoy. If I'm right, we do have the research now. Since we're all buddy-buddy... Me... No, I don't... I'm trying to remember how you do this. Okay, I'll have to take a look at the research. Demand gifts of credit. Okay. Okay. So bribery, raiders. Alright, well, we're building one anyway.
Our time is short.
Let's tell the bombers they can come out.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable
Let's right-click the
planet.
move, so they move as a fleet. And let's tell them to come back here.
Excellent plan.
Let's see, what do they have here?
Our empire will be restored.
Okay, they have a flak frigate. That would prove a bit... Flak... What the heck? Yeah, flak frigates can target fighter craft. Yeah, they're pretty much the only ones that can. Things with... Any ship with flak can hit
colonizable planet.
Fighters. But not every ship can do that. If fighters are especially good against bombers, bombers are good against ships, which is why I have them. Nobody ever has bombers this early in the game. Yeah, sure, they have capital ships, but that's not necessarily much. And if you kill the ship that the bombers are home to, they'll start taking damage.
The battle.
What are you talking about? That's just a scout. Okay. I want everybody here. Focus fire.
Your orders.
Actually, where's the flak frigate?
Ravage them!
I want everyone to target the flak frigate, so that way our bombers can have free reign. Because if we look
We are assembled.
back in where it says Bomber Squadron, it has percentages. We have 3 bombers, and they're taking some hits. Yeah.
Speak.
How is it? Okay, yeah. These guys have really little, really little amount of fighters. I mean, the Advent can have like 7 bombers in their group, and it's pretty ridiculous. Let's come over here.
Scouts have discovered a
Logistics.
colonizable planet.
Well, let's make some logistics. Okay, well, okay, we found red. It's just as I thought. He'll come around like this. Okay, it looks like we just have to defend this asteroid here. We could defend here. Yeah, let's have our guy take that.
Let me investigate.
Is there anyone there?
Jump drive at maximum.
Hey, our navigators can take that, and to be honest, that would give us a nice resource bonus against these guys here. Okay.
Planet development finished.
Okay, there's only 2 left. We've lost a couple ships. Our bombers are going to town on things. If we click this button here, it turns into a bit of a cinematic. And then I can right-click to move the camera around.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
And there's our carrier. Or, that's not a carrier, that's our colony ship. And there are our bombers. Beautiful, ain't it? Just wait until you see the bigger battles. I mean, they can get really good. But for strategy-wise, this is probably the best. Let's orientate us so that I know where I'm at. Okay, let's go to Empire. Put another research point to there. Okay, that increases growth. Salvage. Now let's get the volcanic. Okay, looks like there's the ice planet there too. But to be honest, I kind of want to take that one so I can choke point this. And there are also wormholes here, so we'll have to be careful. I'll need to capture both of these so that I can just keep them defended. The resources you get from having extra worlds are just too good to pass up. Looks like the supporting fleet got destroyed, but thankfully the bombers are all okay.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable
Let's help this guy
planet.
out a little bit by getting some, let's see, capital ships. No. Capital ships. Frankist battle cruiser. So what are you? You are a evacuator. Does it affect the evacuator? No, it does not. Do you affect the evacuator? Because these affect weaponry. Oh wait, does it affect bombers? Yes, it does affect bombers. Let's get that.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
Okay, good. We're mapping out the universe. Having vision of where everything is really helps out. Let's build one more right here. And one more down here.
We must make haste.